Have you ever wanted to explain yourself one last time? To make them understand how badly they hurt you? You rehearsed the words. You imagined the conversation. And yet, some quiet voice inside told you, say nothing. Just leave. And the strange truth is this, that silence would have wounded them far more deeply than any argument ever could. According to Friedrich Nietzsche, the most powerful response to those who wrong us is rarely revenge and almost never explanation. It is the calm, deliberate act of walking away without a single word, not out of weakness, not out of fear, but out of a strength so complete that it no longer needs to be proven. And Nietzsche understood this long before our time. He saw that the people who hurt you are often feeding on your reaction. Your anger nourishes them. Your tears confirm their power. Your endless attempts to explain yourself keep you chained to them. But your silence gives them nothing to hold. Tonight, I will show you 5 reasons why walking away silently destroys them. Pay close attention until the end, because the 5th reason is the most profound, and almost everyone misunderstands it as defeat when it is actually the highest form of victory. Reason 1. Silence removes the reaction they were feeding on. Imagine the scene. Someone insults you, betrays you, tries to provoke you, and then they wait. They are waiting for your outburst, your defense, your wounded reply. Because that reaction is the prize. It tells them they still matter to you, that they still have power over your emotions. The genuine person seeks understanding. The toxic one seeks a reaction. Nietzsche understood this hunger as a form of resentment, the weak soul that can only feel strong by disturbing the peace of others. It's not that they want to talk. It's that they want to control you. So when you walk away in silence, you take away the one thing they were truly after. Ask yourself, am I responding to be understood, or because they are pulling my strings? Reason 2. Silence forces them to face themselves. As long as you argue, you give them someone to blame. Your raised voice becomes their excuse. Your anger becomes proof that you are the problem. But when you say nothing and simply leave, you remove the distraction. Suddenly there is no opponent to fight, no villain to point at. There is only them, alone, with the echo of what they did. Nietzsche believed that most people flee from honest self-examination because it is unbearable. Your silence places a mirror in front of them that they cannot look away from. It's not cruelty, it's consequence. Ask yourself, am I the chaos they blame, or the calm that finally exposes them? Reason 3. Silence proves you have outgrown them. There is a quiet, devastating message in walking away without explanation. It says, you are no longer worth my words. Not in anger, but in truth. When you stop explaining, stop arguing, stop trying to be understood by someone who never intended to understand you, you announce that you have risen above the relationship entirely. Nietzsche called this self-overcoming, the act of becoming a higher version of yourself, one who no longer descends to old battles. The person who once controlled you watches you leave and realizes they no longer have access to the person you have become. It's not that you stopped caring, it's that you finally started valuing yourself more. Ask yourself, am I still trying to win their approval, or have I outgrown the need for it? Reason 4. Silence protects your power. Every word you speak in anger is energy you hand to someone who does not deserve it. Every explanation is a piece of your peace you give away for free. The resentful person knows this. They provoke you precisely to drain you, to pull you into a cycle that exhausts your spirit and clouds your mind. Nietzsche spoke of the will to power, not power over others, but the mastery of oneself, the strength to direct your own energy toward growth rather than waste it on conflict. When you walk away in silence, you keep that energy. You guard it. You invest it in your own becoming instead of their drama. It's not avoidance, it's preservation. Ask yourself, is this conversation building me or simply bleeding me? And now, reason 5, the one almost everyone misunderstands. Silence is not surrender. It is the highest form of self-respect. Listen closely. The world will tell you that walking away is giving up. That if you truly cared, you would fight, you would explain, you would demand to be heard. But Nietzsche saw a deeper truth. There is a kind of dignity that does not need to be defended in words, because it is felt in actions. When you walk away calmly, without insults, without a dramatic exit, without one last cutting remark, you demonstrate a self-command that no argument could ever express. You show that your peace is not for sale, that your worth is not up for debate, and that you do not require their agreement to know who you are. The person who hurt you expected a war. Instead, they received a closed door and a quiet that speaks louder than any scream. It's not that you lost the fight. It's that you refuse to fight a battle beneath you. Ask yourself, am I walking away because I am weak, or because I finally understand exactly what I am worth. NN, and here is your bonus, the deepest layer of all. Silence gives you back to yourself. For so long, your thoughts revolved around them. What they did, what they said, what you should have said back. They lived rent-free in your mind, occupying space that belonged to your own dreams, your own peace, your own future. The moment you walk away in silence, you slowly reclaim that space. The mind that was once consumed by conflict becomes free again, free to create, to heal, to grow. Nietzsche believed the highest achievement of a human being is to become who you truly are. And you cannot become yourself while you are still performing for those who wish to diminish you. NN. Here is the philosopher's final lesson. Nietzsche never asked you to become cold or heartless. He asked you to become free. To understand that not every insult deserves a response, not every accusation deserves a defense, and not every person deserves access to your voice. Sometimes the most powerful sentence you will ever speak is the one you choose not to say. Walking away in silence is not the end of your story. It is the moment you take the pen back into your own hands. NN, the loudest statement, is sometimes made with no words at all. And the strongest people are often the quietest in the moment they decide to leave. NN. So tell me in the comments, have you ever walked away in silence and later realized it was the strongest thing you ever did? Which reason spoke to you the most? The first, the third, or the fifth? If this lesson reached you, leave the word silence below to show you watched until the end. NN. Remember, the people who hurt you are waiting for your reaction. Your calm, quiet departure is the one answer they can never argue with. Subscribe.